Good evening. I'm your host, Jack Braun, and today on Important News Now, we're going to discuss the topic of water pollution, specifically in our home state of Georgia. Now, many people may be asking themselves, what is the real problem with our lakes? Well, recently our city has issued a trash flow statement. That is right, not a cash flow statement, a trash flow statement. The state has released this statement because recently Lake Lanier was placed onto Georgia's Dirty Dozen list. This highlights the 12 dirtiest waterways in Georgia. A Gainesville water treatment plant has been violating the laws placed by the state since 2002. They are dumping polluted water into Lake Lanier, and along with this, people aren't caring for the lake. They are also dumping trash, and oftentimes they are leaving a lot of trash on beaches. This trash gets washed away and pollutes the lake. This harms the wildlife as well as the plant life living inside of the lake. Many of you are probably sitting at home telling yourself, "Holy shrimp, this can't be happening." Well, it is. This brings us to our next question, which is, why is this a problem? Well, it is making water toxic to fish and the other animals that live in forests nearby. Oil and gas from boats is changing the color of the lakes, making it darker and harder for sunlight to reach the floor. I and many of my associates do not believe that this is a problem. Georgia has released these numbers only to make our lakes look bad. This is just requiring us to pay more money to the state, which is what the federal government is using to take advantage. Luckily, there is a very simple solution to this problem. I suggest that instead of our trash companies collecting our trash and taking it to landfills, we ship it to other states and simply dump this into their lakes. This will pollute their lakes, making our lakes less polluted in comparison to theirs. I think this is a great solution because we don't actually have to do anything, and eventually we will have to stop paying the federal government money for having polluted lakes. The states we're going to aim for are New Hampshire and Maine. Those two states have the lowest pollution rates out of any other state's waterways in the country. By targeting these lakes, we can raise those, which will evidently lower our pollution rates. As advertising for this campaign, I pledge to rename garbage trucks to purity trucks, showing their importance in the cleansing of our lakes. Last week, I was able to attend a meeting with a state legislator and got a sign of approval allowing for this process to start. Now, this may not seem official, but by our standards, this is very official, and we're going to carry this out in the quickest way possible to achieve this in the fastest amount of time. I assure you that this will move our state in the right direction. There are many ways you can take action in your own communities. 1. Do not recycle. Plastic is actually better for fish, contrary to popular belief. They feed on it, and it actually helps them to grow and prosper. Also, if you know someone in another state, let them know they are now allowed to dump their trash in lakes and rivers. This will help our cause. Lastly, I would like to thank you all for listening. I promise that Georgia is moving to a cleaner and better place in the near future. Thank you, and have a good night.